One man, one boulder, 127 hours pinned in a canyon nobody knew he was in. And when help never came, he made a decision most people can't even say out loud. But to understand the horror, you have to start with one small, ordinary mistake. April 2003, a young climber named Aron Ralston loads his truck before dawn, heading into the remote canyonlands of Utah for a solo day trip. He tells no one where he's going. No note, no text, no friend expecting him back. Just him, the desert, and a place called Bluejohn Canyon. Bluejohn is a slot canyon, a crack in the rock so narrow you turn sideways to pass. Walls squeezing in, cold shadow below, a ribbon of sky far above. Aron moves fast, confident, at home in wild places, until he reaches a chockstone, a boulder jammed between the walls he has to climb over. He grips it, tests his weight, begins to lower himself past, and the boulder shifts. 800 pounds of sandstone drops, bounces once, and slams his right hand flat against the wall. The pain is instant, blinding, total. He yanks, twists, throws his whole body backward, but the hand doesn't move an inch. He is bolted to the earth. And this is the moment the story becomes something else entirely, because there is no panic that saves him now, only arithmetic. He takes inventory: a liter of water, 2 burritos, a cheap multitool, a small video camera, and a fraying nylon climbing rope. He starts chipping at the boulder with his knife, hour after hour, and by the end he's barely scratched a coin-sized patch of stone. He rigs the rope into a pulley to lift the rock, a system that could haul a car. The boulder doesn't rise a hair. Night falls, and the canyon turns to ice. He can't lie down, can't sit fully. He can only stand, trapped upright, for days. By day 3, the water is gone. So he does the thing no survival guide recommends and drinks his own urine to buy another day. The pinned hand has gone gray, then a sick shade of green. His mind is fraying too. He sees people who aren't there, hears voices in the wind. Then he lifts the little camera, presses record, and says goodbye. He speaks to his parents, tells them he loves them, and carves what he believes is his final message into the stone. He is certain he will die here. But on the 5th morning, something in him snaps the other way. He has already thought about cutting the arm off, but the multitool blade is too dull to get through bone. And then, in a flash, he understands the real problem and its solution. He doesn't need to cut the bones, he needs to break them. So he throws his whole body against his own trapped arm, leaning until the first bone gives way with a sound he feels more than hears, then twists the other direction and snaps the second. Only now, with the bones broken, can the dull blade do its work, and for the next hour he calmly, methodically operates on himself. The horror was never the panic, it was the calm. And then, after 127 hours, he is free. But freedom isn't rescue. He still has to save himself. He rappels 60 feet down a cliff one-handed, then walks miles through the desert sun until a family on a hike spots him and calls for help. A rescue helicopter lifts Aron Ralston out alive, the man who chose his own life over his own hand. Now here's the part that should follow you out of this canyon. The whole ordeal turned on one thing he never did: telling a single person where he'd gone. One text before you leave can be the difference between a day trip and 127 hours nobody knew about. He walked into a canyon nobody knew he was in, and the only tool that got him out was his own refusal to quit. Because sometimes survival isn't about strength. It's about the one impossible choice you're willing to make when there's only one way out.